days like these, the sun always shines after the storm, collective. Don't ever forget that. Can't buy days like these. How you all doing, collective? Did we all survive this storm? And I hope you all fared well, because depending on where you were, right? Now, we were okay here at the shore, but it wasn't supposed to really be coming up the coast like that. I know some of my friends are without power, with down trees that took out their power lines and stuff, and I hope they all get up and running real quick. Anyway, the sun is shining, right? Always shines after the storm. Remember that. Any storm, whether it's a storm in life or a storm in nature, at the end of it, the sun shines, the rainbow comes out. Nice sunny day for St. Patrick's Day, right? Luck of the Irish. Tomorrow is the new moon, new lunar cycle, right? What are you going to call in, collective? Bring in that new, right? Let's bring in that good positive energy. I think enough of us prayed to deter that storm a little bit, right? I don't know how the rest of you feel about it, but like this menopause kind of stuff where Mother Nature's starting to get on my nerves. I know you all had enough of it. But anyway, just roll with it, okay? Roll with it, but get ready, be ready. Get ready, be ready. But I hope you're all enjoying your Tuesday. And yeah, if you're out celebrating, please be safe, right? Nothing like a little bit of shenanigans, but go easy. It's a school night. It's a school night, gang. Okay? I'm sure most of you did your celebrating over the weekend. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good one. I don't know where my little friends are today. It's not like them not to be here at this time. I don't know. Maybe they're taking shelter. It's still a little windy. It's still a little windy here. I don't know about where you're at. Anyway, let's talk about today's energy. Today's overall energy is a 3. 3s are harmony. Mind, body, spirit harmony. 3s are also expressive, articulate, confident, right? They're about presentation. They're about communicating. You know, well, let me get back to this in a minute. Secondary energy is 8. Abundance, opportunities, right? Vision, risk-taking, money-making ideas, be with creativity and stuff. So I'm not surprised that St. Patrick's Day is an 8 energy, right? Anyway, but what else? New York, I don't know. Maybe some of these people that, maybe some of you that are hearing my messages are understanding or resonating. Maybe you're in New York. Maybe we need to pay attention to New York. Maybe New York needs prayers. I don't know. But, yeah, they're showing me New York again. Anyway, I went to 3113, which is a mirrored number, which is align actions with higher purpose. Use your creativity. When I went to write the notes for that, I wrote 3131. So everything happens for a reason. I don't know, played a number. But positivity, creativity, it's the same thing. It's align your actions. It's new beginnings. It's about your inner truth, okay? Aligning, doing things you like. But I was over at Home Depot and ran into one of my favorite Milwaukee reps. And him and I always say hi and talk. And, you know, I haven't really seen him. I didn't see him during the winter, right? And oh, there's the lovely couple. They just rolled up. I said, I know them like clockwork. Yeah, just them. Just the two of them. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. That's what I heard when the lovely couple rolled up. I told you, they do their own thing. They do their own thing. Anyway, so I had said to him, oh, look at you. Like, he lost weight. And he's like, yeah, trying to change my diet and get healthy. And, I was gaining too much weight and get to the gym. But, he had a back issue, which was why he wound up gaining the weight. But that's really, we start talking, because that's really that's the catch-22, right? That's the opposite. So instead of doing things and exercising and doing things to help the back issue, he got idle. And that's the worst thing that we can do. We have to keep moving. So, we start talking about all these different things, because then, I had to give him, I don't know, he's asking me for advice, and I'm giving holistic ideas and other things to do, and telling him to follow my friend who just created a new app, and, how to incorporate these things together, and what food-wise and different things like that would help his situation. So we had a nice little conversation. So I'm not surprised that the energy, right, came out basically in our conversation. Harmony, mind, body, spirit. Because again, you have got to treat the whole unit. You got to treat the whole unit, right? I had someone else come to me last week, and it's like, I need help. I got hot flashes and this and that. I don't want to, go to the, I don't want any meds and stuff for it. I want to do everything natural. So I, made her a whole list of all different options that, she can try, because it is trial and error to find what works for you, right? And sometimes it's more than one thing. You have to find a combination. And, when you do things holistically, you can't, it takes a little bit of time. But it takes a little bit of time if you're taking medication too, right? Because you need a good 2 weeks to a month, sometimes 6 weeks, for it really to get into your system, for you to see if it's actually helping or not. So it's the same kind of perspective, right? Again, no easy button, right? No pill, no shot, nothing is going to make it easier. I promise you. At the end of the day, some of those things are just going to give you more issues. So, but anyway, point being, wasn't really about a medical and take care of your health kind of thing, although I will always tell you to try to do that. It was more of an example of how the numbers of the day's energy kind of played out in my day with having conversations with different people. So anyway, something to be aware of. Anyway, tomorrow's a new cycle, gang, okay? What you going to do with it? Going to make it a good one? Is it going to be a positive one? Are you going to repeat the same old BS? What are you going to do with it, right? You're going to take the bull by the horns? You're going to whine and complain and play victim? Or are you going to do something about it and make the changes so that you can move forward? Because at the end of the day, that's all we could do, right? Anyway, you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Glad to bring you this Tuesday TED Talk. And maybe some of you want to hear it, maybe some of you don't. But if you don't, just click off and move on, okay? And for the rest of you, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. And I don't know, like, subscribe, share it. I have a plethora of places where you can find the videos. And no, if any of them are asking you for money, know that that's not me. That's never me. And no good person is going to come asking you for money in the first place, okay? All right. You all have a good one. Take care. Be safe. Be kind. Don't forget to smile. Take